What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So you saw the title on the thumbnail. We're talking about some sweet fragrances that you can totally rock every day. Now, climate and comfort are going to be two different things, you know. High heat, that's up to you on what level of sweet you're willing to work with. This sweet fragrances I totally enjoy in the summertime, and several of these work great in the summertime. So these are perfect for year round. If you're looking for sweet, we've got designer, we've got some affordable Middle Eastern stuff, and we've got some niche. So let's get into it. Stay tuned. This first one offers a typical sweetness, kind of muted though, as you would expect from this particular line, with some citruses and aromatics, a bit of a fresh spicy accord to it, and a nice woody backbone. We're talking about 1 Million Royal. Not as talked about as it once was. This is definitely some good stuff though. I haven't worn it in a while myself. I'm just a fan. What can I say? The 1 Million line as a whole. Some people would have expected me that know my taste would have expected 1 Million Parfum here, as I like to wear that one even this. I've worn that to the beach in the summertime. But this one in particular, I think it's a bit more well-rounded overall. Still a sweet 1 Million fragrance, but probably the least sweet of the bunch. Like I said, more woods and citrus. It's a fresh, spicy, aromatic cardamom, sage, stuff like that. Kind of give it that, you know, more daytime appeal. It's not just an evening or cool weather fragrance like a lot of other fragrances in this particular line. So if you're looking for a great 1 Million to wear every day, I really think this is the way to go with 1 Million Royal. Next, we got a hype beast and a half. Sweet bubblegum aquatic with some fruitiness from some plum. Monster performer. It's a cheaper synthetic smell up close, but out in the air, pure magic. High compliment factor. Rasasi's Hawas. You can never go wrong with this. Every day of the week, year round. This is a solid fragrance. The newest one's actually quite good. It smells like peppered fruits, really, with a nice aquatic tone. Whereas here, it's not so peppered, different fruits, and much more aquatic, more that bubblegum sweetness, that Invictus type of style. Man, this is just so easy to like. Very youthful, vibrant, playful. It's just an attractive scent, and it's super affordable now that there's 3 other flankers besides this one. This one hovers in the mid $30 price point these days. It's a great affordable everyday option with phenomenal performance. It's Rasasi Hawas. Citrus, florals, vanilla, and woods. Kind of like Cedrat Boisé meets a little bit of Niçanese Ani. Kind of how I look at it, with a bit more florals. We're talking about Electimuss Imperium. Probably their most versatile and most popular fragrance to start with from the house, because it's got that familiarity. It's their Aventus, if you will. Though I find it smells more like Cedrat Boisé, like I mentioned. Definitely has that tie-in. A lot of vanilla, a daytime vanilla. Woody vanilla with some hints of florals that doesn't give a super white floral smell, though they have Lily of the Valley. I believe Magnolia might even been in there, or Freesia, if I remember correctly. There's a couple of different white florals with some rose, and can't even really pick them up, honestly. It's a lot of woods, vanilla, citrus, hint of fresh spice. It's very well-rounded, quite masculine, great performer. The quality's really good. You can wear this one every single day. This is a great daily wear vanilla that's going to give you that sweetness with other elements that kind of reel it back from being too sweet, if you will. So it's definitely worth checking out, and they're very affordable, around the $100 price point from discounters. It's Electimuss Imperium. Fruity, sweet, gourmand, but you could totally rock this one every day. Gingerbread cookies and pineapple with vanilla and woods and all that good stuff. Sounds sweet, right? Valentino, born in Roma, Yellow Dream. It is sweet, but it totally works every day. High compliment factor. Super, super likable fragrance profile. This is so good. Mass appealing is an understatement when we're talking about Yellow Dream. This is such a fantastic daily wear. If you like sweet, this is kind of a must try to see if it fits into your wardrobe and your rotation, which it fits into mine perfectly. I've been kind of reaching for this one more than the others, including the gold, the newest one that's kind of like this one, a little bit more tropical. I just find myself gravitating to it. It's an easy wear. It's super easy to like. It's fruity, vanillic, woodsy, got the gingerbread cookie thing going on. It's a delicious fragrance that I think you could wear every single day, year round. Obviously, the highest of heat and humidity, maybe not the best choice, but again, comes down to your comfort with the climate on how sweet are you ready to go. And I've worn this one in the summer. It's actually not that bad to wear in the high heat. It's Born in Roma Yellow Dream. I'm confident most would agree this was 2024's clone release of the year. I think that's a safe moniker to throw on this fragrance. I think nothing got more hype than this overall. It is Fragrance World's French Avenue Liquid Brun, their Altair clone, and they did a great job. So much so that this is one of those rare clones that's going to stop me from getting a bottle of the original. Maybe just for the hell of it, I might grab Altair one day. I liked it from a decant, but dead ringer. Creamy, sweet, woody vanilla, hint of orange blossom. You get a little bit of citruses. Not really all that spicy, but it's a thick vanilla wood combo that I think works whenever you want to wear it, basically. This is a great everyday fragrance. You will get some compliments from this one. Obviously, there's no guarantees with stuff like that, but the probability is going to be very high with this one. You're going to spend around 40 bucks. Performance is really good. It's an obvious choice, kind of a poster child. I'm sure I'll put this in the thumbnail, honestly, because, yeah, it's that good. I think it works every day if you like sweet. It's French Avenue Liquid Brun from Fragrance World. Now, this one is not the sweetest of the bunch because there's a lot going on that kind of grounds it. It's kind of like Chanel L'Homme Sport with a lot of pepper. You got pink pepper, black pepper. You still have that vanilla tonka bean type of sweetness in the dry down with a bunch of other supportive notes. But a great daily wear is Mancera's Cosmic Pepper. Man, is this some good stuff. A little bit on the mossy green side as it dries down. Aromatics, citruses, like I said, multitude. I believe it's black pepper and pink pepper in the opening, hence the name. But it's a sweeter pepper spice. It's more pink pepper than black, and of course your tonka bean. They give you sweet elements at the top, sweet elements at the base, but it's not super sweet. Some of these others are much sweeter overall. Like I said, a lot of other notes kind of balancing this one. This one's pretty equalized in its formula, if you will, and so versatile, so easy to like. Not a dead ringer for Chanel L'Homme Sport, but probably the fragrance I would relate it to the most. It's kind of a twist on it, if you will. I find the quality's a little bit better here versus that one, and the performance is absolutely fantastic. This is a great option to go with every day. One of Mancera's most versatile fragrances that's not some rose bomb, even though they do have rose, and it's not loaded down with oud. Definitely worth looking into. Again, that's Mancera's Cosmic Pepper. 2024 follow-up to the not at first popular, but ended up being very popular YSL MYSLF. We've got YSL MYSLF Le Parfum. This is a much sweeter take on the original. It's very redundant to the original. If you like YSL MYSLF and you're like, I wonder what a sweeter take would be, here you go. Because it still has that same orange blossom. It's got that woody musky smell as it dries down. A little bit of bergamot at the top, but the bourbon vanilla shines here. It's definitely, and it's not as vanillic smelling-ish, if you will. But that's definitely what's making it very sweet. It's even got a little bit of that bubblegummy type of sweetness to it to go with the vanilla. I never thought I would say this, and a lot of people don't seem to agree with me when I've mentioned it before. I kind of prefer this one to the original, where the original I do find to be more well-rounded, everyday, versatile. I like sweet fragrances, and the enhanced sweetness of this one just speaks to my taste a bit more. My significant other is a bigger fan of this one than the original. Might be the same case for you. If you like sweet fragrances, that's probably why you're watching the video in the first place. And I think, honestly, you get all of the versatility of the original version with enhanced sweetness. Solid performer, not a beast, but above average type of stuff. I think it was a really good release for them. Redundant to the original, though. It's MYSLF Le Parfum. Next, we've got kind of the forgotten dark horse of the Stronger With You line. Stronger With You only. If I could pick one that's still in production, that's probably the best daily wear option, it is Stronger With You only. Now, in the past, I would have said Stronger With You Freeze, but I believe that this replaced it. I know you can still find Freeze here and there, but this would be the way to go. You get a bit more citrus here. There's some grapefruit up top. Of course, you have a vanillic sweetness. And even though they don't list it, I still get that roasted chestnut smell. It still smells like Stronger With You. It's really good, too. Hint of woods, bright aromatic. Great daily wear that's probably the least sweet of the bunch. Still sweet. This is a sweet fragrance line. But it's just like I was saying about 1 Million Royal, probably the least sweet of the bunch of what's in production. and maybe one to consider, especially if you like any of the other flankers and you tend to wear those in the evenings, wear those on dates, cooler weather, and you want that DNA just more daytime appropriate, kind of everyday type of stuff. But still get what the DNA is about. Here you go. Emporio Armani Strong with You, above average performance, daytime wear with all the sweetness. Fruity, sweet, woodsy, a touch powdery. There's a nice ginger to go with the cranberry and citruses. Man, this is good. This entire line's pretty sweet overall. Not every single one of them, like the Parfum's not super sweet, but the Eau de Parfum definitely still has that cranberry sweetness. Polo Red Eau de Parfum. This is still my favorite of the bunch. They have changed the bottle. This is the original 2020 bottle release. Now they have that kind of more uniform style that they've rebottled all their fragrances with. This is still the best Polo Red to me. And most people are going to say the extreme or the intense, and I get it. That they're beautiful. It is sweeter. They have the coffee. I get it. It's an more interesting DNA, adding the coffee and everything. But to wear every day, can't touch this. It's that good. Man, is this good. A little bit of Cistus Labdanum gives this warm ambery feel, but you don't lose the freshness. There's still some freshness here. While I prefer this one in the spring and fall, you can totally wear this one in the summer, and of course it'll work just as well in the winter. Above average performer, kind of that 7 to 8 hour range in longevity for me personally. So easy to like, such a high compliment factor in my experience. And they're pretty affordable from discounters these days. 4.2 ounce bottles are not going to run you all that much, like $50-ish. You'll be able to get this. And it's that good. You could totally wear this every single day. It's Ralph Lauren Polo Red EDP. Last but most certainly not least, this one surprised me. This is a vanilla, a powdered vanilla you could wear in the middle of the summer. I did. This musk ambergris kind of smell dries down a little watery aquatic. Believe it or not, it's kind of strange. It's a little herbal green with citruses at the top. It's from Sphinx Fragrances. This is Cairo Nights, one of their 2024 releases. Oh my. You've got a little bit of earthy notes. You got other sweeter notes between tonka bean, vanilla, and caramel. And it sounds like it would be over the top sweet and just too much to wear during the day in the heat. Not at all. Again, caramel, vanilla, tonka bean. Not too sweet. Still sweet. Just right. Powdery, fresh powdery sweet fragrance, right? How often do you get that? Very sweet and powdery, but very fresh and clean at the same time. They did a great job with this. This is top 3 from the house, in my opinion. It will surprise you. It impresses me every time I pull this cap and smell it. It's been a little bit since I've worn it. It's been a couple of months, but probably the summertime was the last time I wore it. I wore it a handful of times in the summer. Yeah, of all things, this. And when you look at the note breakdown and when you smell it, you probably wouldn't think that, but totally works. What a great Sphinx drops nothing but bombs. All their fragrances are amazing. I've never come across one that was bad. Now there's some that are just take them or leave them. Sphinx Signature, First Date, some from that first batch I'm good on, but like Black Anubis, Sphinx Elixir, Mangolicious Hippie Storm, Horchata de Vanille, Citron Tabac Vanille. I mean, there's several that I could go on and on with. What's the one my wife loves so much? It smells like a strawberry muffin and a milkshake. I forgot exactly. It's one of the pink bottles. Oh, they got so many good offerings. They got 3 really good ones for women as well. Totally worth checking out, guys. Totally worth checking out this house. You can build a sample set from them. And I strongly encourage, if you do decide to go to their website and build a sample set, because you just check the boxes on what you want, make sure this is one of them. No matter what you go get, what other ones excite you, make sure Cairo Nights is one of those samples, because yes, it's that good. Well, that's the 10 that I wanted to bring to you guys today. Obviously, it's not the only 10 that would work in this topic, but it was the 10 I felt deserved the spotlight the most, with some variety across levels of sweetness, supportive notes, and price points, because we got super affordable stuff, we got mid-level for designer, and we got a couple things that are niche, but not crazy expensive niche, like the Electimuss fragrance is around $100, Sphinx fragrance is a little over $100. We didn't go too wild. The Mancera fragrance is around $80. So pretty affordable across the board. That's stuff you can wear every single day, and the compliment probability goes up because the sweet fragrances, they just pull the compliments. It just is what it is. That's why so many brands make the sweet fragrances. So thank you guys for watching. I'll try to have links down below for everything. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe before you leave. I'll catch you on the next one.